It's Week 12 of the National Football League, and we'll get to see the Eagles' towering tight end, author of an 1,100-yard season so far, and hoping to add more. It's the Eagles and the Buccaneers on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and our team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, they'll even try to convert on 3rd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get that first down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything.
Under pressure, they got him again. As multiple defenders get to it.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush is been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
There he goes, left side. The 30. 10. Touchdown. Officially 91 yards on the penalty. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Look, you don't even worry about it. You got to just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. But it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And this will be caught downfield by Gage. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The pickup there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Tua going to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap. It felt like they had to try and keep him upright.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. On 2nd down, Jacobs. He's got room at the 30, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 11 back on that. Moves to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Got an open man. It's Olave. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. But 1st down, Hurts. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Tua. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage loss, but gain a few extra.
Flush, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him, though, for a huge loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting. And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got us in. And he's going to go down again. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Take it at the 37. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over a 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive? Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage? Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. In the 2nd quarter and already his 2nd touchdown reception. Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
2 and now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin, 26 yards. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Hurts. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. The Eagles at 8-2 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there on a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go now. 50 motion.
on 1st and 10. It's Hurts. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that lines up a 7-play drive all total. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Russell Gage amped up and ready to go as the offense returns to the field. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
To his throw, caught by Gray. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. On the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That's a big force of completion there to bring up 3rd and 1. This defense can still salvage a little momentum. Unfortunately, kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throw left side complete. That's Burnett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Hurts. Wide open receiver, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for the Eagles touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, dropping into coverage, instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett, he takes this for 3 to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Burnett. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On third down, Burnett. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. On first down, Tagovailoa. Cotton brings it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And there's times when you see these catches that are made, and you just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got Otten on the out route. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the Malcolm. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be kicking the extra points as well. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. But he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burnett, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Burnett. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On 2nd down now, it's Burnett. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Burnett. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he doesn't quite make
touchdown. Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll run here with Gainwell. And he's in for the Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic?
Welcome back live to Orlando. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second down, Tua. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, next-gen stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And they do get this across midfield to the front. Prizes, he's well short of the first.
Here we go.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On first down, it's Burnett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 67 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Right back to him on first down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll run on first down. Burnett, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burnett, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Burnett, call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And that's going to be caught for the Eagles touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua will swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Looking to pass, Tua. And he's taken down. His own 7. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burnett.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
On 1st down, Burnett.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Burnett. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. He'll get it inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Sly is up and good
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Orlando takes back over on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. But maybe some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by Olave.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Tua sets up to pass it, rolling to his right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tua.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
My goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Burnett, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. To try again after the sack. Tua under pressure, and they got to him again. Williams, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on third down. Tua going to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. And he could not get that to stick. And that was a golden opportunity wasted there. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking.